All right, our terror's full. Oh, that's right. We stopped because we were close to getting fucked. We're in Albion, aren't we? Yes, we are. What were we doing? What were our quests in Albion? Blue Kingdom. Blue Kingdom. Song of the Sky. Song of the Sky. What do I need for this? Oh, right. I wanted to do the experiments, and then we'll do the printing press for Song of the Sky. So let's see what the Cryptopterus Hoarder has for us. I am ready to be experimented on. Woohoo! The Cryptopterus Hoarder is careful, even compassionate in its handling of your person, almost like you're a cornerstone of its collection. Come on, come on! It leads you aside, away to the things it planned. Every experiment requires a subject, a scientist, a series of steps performed in a precise order. Comes after this, hopefully, the Cryptopterus Hoarder knows what it is doing. First, we have to strip. Hey, yo. The Hoarder treats you like a canvas, like a haunch of meat to be prepared for a royal feast. Your nakedness of less interest to the Hoarder than its palette of regents. You are meticulously salted, rubbed down with granules of something that smells richly of black earth and bathyl lipids. Your skin begins to pull from muscle, tugging, straining, tight as an unwanted carapace. Just as the sensation becomes too much, the Cryptopterus Hoarder plunges you into a decoction made from the gland of the messenger corpse and its pulped parasites. All right, we're gonna have to hold our breath on this. When it judges you Dreki, do you remember how to talk? When it judges you adequately marinated, the Cryptopterus Hoarder migrates you to a box too small for you to do anything but lie curled embryonically. Inside, there is neither light nor gradation of time, only a mute nothing. Perfect. Perpetual. Here, you rest, steeping in sweet smoke. A century or a caught breath later, you're rescued and unfolded. You're desiccated, your flesh is houchered. You can only taste salt, and something is gone, some recent memory, some new knowledge. It's impossible to tell what. All you know is that it's missing, a cavity that once held something of importance, like the hole where a tooth might have resided. This was likely not as planned. The experiment is complete. It was not an unmitigated success. We've lost experience. Interesting. Ever since you took part in its experiment, the Cryptopterus Hoarder haunts you, forlorn, endlessly murmuring of its failures. If you're ever to have peace again, you'll need to distract it. It'll go away. Like everything, it melts away. It traces the longitude between your wrist and the spoke of your elbow, its touch ethereally light. The Cryptopterus Hoarder's ears droop. You will continue. But rude. You will continue, but what is the word that I should say? Repentance. I'm very sorry. A gift will follow. Regardless of your answer, you find a firkin of red honey balanced against the door to your cabin the next day. Use the red honey. Keep the red honey. Let's just keep the red honey. Okay, so that wasn't the end of its quest. Will not cease muttering with a scholastic rapidity, pacing to and fro. I require something eternal. It swats at a clergy of vials, sending them crashing to the floor. Something that lasts, not like these regents which age and sour and fade. I need to make a culture from one that is loved voraciously, loved in a fashion that even time and death cannot dilute. Light blooms in the Cryptoporus Hoarder's gaze, ravenous as kings. And whose eternal love is better than Victoria's? Ooh, yes. She built such a beautiful tomb for hers. What a piece of her beloved, the consort. Something to cook and simmer and distill into precious oils. Take me to the most serene mausoleum in Albion. Ooh. Now, I kept forgetting, but we do have a thing we can see there. So I'm going to take a selection of Immaculate Souls before I forget. And we will see what happens when we advance our Song of the Sky. We are going to try and publish it illegally. You hire some assistants of dubious character, buy your own printing press, and make a few well-judged bribes. Once the press is up and running in an abandoned warehouse, you start distributing copies of the 6th Canto for free. The paper is thin as tissue, and the ink smudges at a touch, but it spreads across London like a particularly virulent plague. The controversy only heightens the interest. Soon, the 6th Canto is so universally popular, from the working men's clubs to factory floors, that the ministry is forced to admit defeat and lift the ban to avoid further embarrassment. Ooh. Okay, so it explicitly says what will end the game. And we are missing one moment of inspiration. Interesting. So, I know we can get moments of inspiration in Eleutheria. Okay. We're gonna have to put a pin in advancing our main quest. We need to go to Worldly Juxtamare, however. So Whirlbury and then Most Serene Mausoleum is the current plan. What's in our cargo hold? We don't need the crockery. We just need the glass. So let's drop off the crockery. We'll drop off some of the fuel and supplies as well. Just because we don't need that much, and if I die, then I would rather have more supplies. Do a bit of choo-choos. Alright. I would kill that golden thing, but we need to get our terror down, and the only way that's going to happen is if we make it to Juxtamare. Now I remember I was carrying crockery. Damn it, Dreki. You're going to use it in Whirlbury to get in for free. Well, not free, but bringing crockery to be let in is the cheapest option. Here in the heavens, there is no defense from the maddening light of the stars. Your crew, on edge, weary, already haunted by their long journeys in the sky, are susceptible. One succumbs, and the madness leaps to another, and another, as quick as fire. Within a day, they rave with delusions and obsessions. Your engine is on the brink of disaster. 45-36. Hey, success! Outside, your crew bay and shriek. After a while, the engines judder and die. Later still, an explosion from the gun batteries cants your vessel to the side. Then someone snuffles outside your door. The handle rattles, experimentally. You raise your pistol, but they move away on socked, shuffling feet. You emerge when all is quiet. There are bodies in the corridor and cordite in the cold air. Any surviving crew, it seems, have returned to their senses and are their cabins. Near the guns, a detonation has torn through your hull and hold. The surrounding supports groan plaintively. Oh, we lost 10 crew. Lovely. Well, butter my biscuit. That is a return to London to hire some more men. What's with that gaping hole in your train? And, why do you need to hire so many people? Shh. Don't worry about it. Whee! Hey, Incendium. Also, it's still not updating the song for some reason. And this bugs me. Oh, because I have it disabled. Hey, Dreki. Maybe when you have your Spotify thing, it should be active so it can do things. Good evening, mistake. Well, good evening, Incendium. I hope you're having a fantabulous weekend. And we already recruited... Fuck. Well, we can repair our locomotive. We at least can do that. Some good, some bad, but otherwise vibing. Ain't that how it is sometimes? But I hope the vibes are good. And if you've got a tasty jam, feel free to use song request or throw it in the queue. But the Spotify link, none of the other things work. I don't have anything for YouTube. Huh? Was that me? Ah! We fucked him up pretty good. Let's get an unlicensed chart. That's a pretty good material. So we're gonna need sky stories so we can trade for a moment of inspiration. Fuck. Failure. Of course we failed. Well, that's a bit of a bugger. Snake. Welcome on by, tapes. Hydrate. I will endeavor to do such a thing. Ah. Delicious. Wah wah. Wah wah wah. Wah wah wah. Choo-choo. Oh, I mean snag. We did get our nice and shiny upgraded train last time, and it is delectable. You know, we've got the ability to carry all of the auxiliary tools. We've got more efficient fuel, and I feel like it's moving faster than our last train, which makes sense because our last train was basically a cargo hauler kind of thing. So it was kind of made sense for it to be a little lumbering. But that thing, we had been flying it for like 5 years in game. You know, it was passed down to us from our grandpappy to our pappy, and then from our pappy to us. And that thing was a bit of a clunker, you know. We had to get a nice shiny twain from the Imperium. But we're heading to Worldby Juxtamare to deal with our terror problem, and also start this day off right with some delicious, delectable, irresistible rubbery lumps. Hey, 3 crew, not bad. At least it's some. Choo choo, motherfucker. So 2 specimens, 250. Let's see if we can get a free pass in. We did not get a free pass. Oh, we did get a free pass. All right. Chibkin wrap. Delicious. Okay, I don't want to do any of those. Hey, the wiles of the rubbery lumps. It tastes precisely as advertised. A rubbery lump is hot. It's rubbery. It's faintly sweet. It's got a dashing of mirin and brown sugar. It has an aftertaste reminiscent of roasted berries, like a memory of better days. Delicious. Amazing. Gotta help the chonk shed. Mood. One of my boa is also in a shed cycle, so they're noodling around. I don't know, he shouldn't have any trouble because I've been making sure they've got a nice big old tub of water to soak in whenever he feels like it. All right, we've seen all of the events, so I'm just kind of clicking through. We need to reduce our terror quite a bit. And it looks like we can get like 20 terror removed per visit. We'll use a bit of paperwork. We have a lot of ministry stamped permits, so that helps. I have to be careful because some of these will give me terror, and that is the opposite of what I want to do. Because there is like an other side. I think eventually I do want to see what's going on with the cult on the off season. It's not... No! Fuck me. Well, I guess we're in the off season. I guess we're gonna see what we can do. Oh, is that gonna gain me terror? Fuck. Oh, we need to deliver the sequencer's care package. Oh, that reduced terror. Nice. What happens if we do stuff in the off season for a while? All right, we earned a bit of money. What if we go for a walk along the beach? We visit the cult. Recruit for the cult. Find them, he burbles. Find them, the lonely, the broken-hearted, the barely breathing, the ones who think this port could ever save them. Find them, tell them about they who must grieve, about us, about how love can turn in the heart like a key and open the soul to the universe. Speak to them of change. Tell them. Tell them. The words seep from the bedraggled parson. tie themselves into gibberish. Nonsense spills like the spill of cold water on glass. For minutes, he is inchoate? Inchoate? I read that as in chocolate. What is that? Just begun and not fully formed or developed. Noted. Then, you need clothes. The cultists cram you into second-hand finery. Shabby, but serviceable. Now you are suitably attired. They bundle you across the off-season and through a door to Whirlbury. The membrane blocking it shivers and twitches, reluctantly allowing you to pass through. Time tingles on your skin for several minutes after your arrival. Ooh. I love how half of Chonk's body floats above the water and the other half sinks. Snakes do be like that sometimes. Let's gather some new members for the cult. A man, a woman, teenagers lanky as hounds, a couple too old for the weight of their years. They listen to the sutras and scriptures of transformation you repeat, their entire bodies poured into the act. Something in the words sings to them. And one by one, they say yes, yes, and yes again, discreet in their reverence. You give them directions to the cult's headquarters and pats on the shoulders. They receive your attention with the gratitude of children. Okay, we'll have to go back to the cult to get our reward. But it looks like we basically spent a savage secret to get another round of clothes. So that's okay. I still would rather not have spent a savage secret. Those are pretty moderate resources. So this is the one I wanted to use, a crate of nostalgic crockery. Our terror's low enough. Let's go ahead and disembark and head down to the Serene Mausoleum. Wait, do I want to go left from here? Yeah, fuck it. It doesn't matter. Yeah, my boas like to climb all the way in his water bowl. Okay, I don't know why that lags so bad. Hydrate. I will climb into my glass of water, and by climb into it, I mean pour it into my face. But yeah, my boa likes to like fully submerge his body, and then he just like pokes his head out of the water. It's pretty funny. Or at least it's funny until the goober flips their bowl. No more stretch. No, I combined it into hydrate. I felt like it was kind of weird that it was two separate redeems. Originally it was separate redeems because I was having a different effect when stretch was redeemed, but it's kind of jank, and I kind of had it disabled for a long time. I think it'd just be better if I... No! Long conductor! Hey, Arrow Lucy. I hope you're having a good time. Good job on creating the long conductor. Why is our Spotify still not updating? That's bugging me. What if I close and reopen StreamerBot? The longer conductor. Fistfuls of stuff. Look at all those plushies. Oh, that one's going the distance way over there. I'll do the repairs myself. Uh-oh. We lost a crew member. Well, shit. Okay, now it's finally updating with the song. That really bugs me. I hate when that happens. Also, I need to move that down. I dashed to the wrong direction. There are a couple things that could go over top of the Spotify thingamajig. I would rather it be in the behind. Oop, something we can harvest. There's a wall there. Yeah, unfortunately, I am not impermeable, able to pass through solid walls. We're gonna stay a while and rest. I don't want to risk any of our crew. We have few enough as is. Unfortunately, we're below our minimum manning, so we do have odds of negative events firing until we can get... I think 8 people is optimal crew for this ship. Ah, my nose itches. Ah, my snoot. Ah. Ah. I mean, I'll fuck up a marauder, and then I'll come for the ministry. You stole... You fucking kill stealers! Ooh, I'm gonna get you. Hold on, we gotta line up for a broadside. There we go, baby. That's the good shit. You just line them up and unload all over them. Yeah, you want another round? Want another round? Kablamo! Water. Raid the engine's lockbox. Ooh. 150 bucks. Nice. And where else can we get a moment of inspiration? I don't want to have to go all the way to Eleutheria just to farm for a moment of inspiration. There's gotta be some other way we can get it. Be ye also ready. I wanna die. I did not drop off the panes of glass at Whirlbury. Son of a bugger. God's damn it. Ah, gnomes! You can't bury a gnome here at the mausoleum. There's no land. Gnome would be miserable over here. They're not dwarves. Just because they're small, fantastical critters don't mean they all like rock and stone. And to Deathless's funeral. All right, we'll get a port report. Affiliation with the Academy 4. Can we get that? Delicious snags. We get 2 with the Academy. Oh, we can get 4. Oh, right, because of our upgraded princess. All right. Also, let's make sure we contemplate the dead sun. Get egged. No, not the eggs! A vision of the heavens. We'll take those. All right. Let's see what the retired devil says with our messed up devil S. He has converted a vacant crypt into a cramped space, not unlike a hobbyist's shed. A stove in the corner blazes out heat. A copper kettle sits atop it. A grand bookcase is loaded with binders, identical, well used, and each marked with a cartouched reference in one of the thorny alphabets of hell. The devil himself has narrowed, chiseled face and a boyish tussle to his hair. He wears small, round glasses. So let's hear his request. London's ambassador to the Eagles Empyrean wrote regular letters home to his sister. I require one of those letters, specifically one dating February 1902, fortuitously. For me, if not for her. The sister in question passed away that month, so I believe the letter has never been opened. Hopefully, it's at their family home. He gives you a London address. I have no interest in how you acquire it. I will pay generously, in souls of immaculate quality. You ask why he needs the letter. His glasses gleam in the candlelight. A good question. What might someone like me want with correspondence from a loose-tongued ambassador to his beloved sister? Bacon crypt? By the dog officer? The dofficer? Well, I mean, they're mascots. So we have a cat, a mushroom with a monocle, and an inadvisably big dog, and then an urchin. We also have rat engineers, a bat quartermaster. So this is a this is our signaler. This is a book. So this was the fatalistic signalman, and last time we completed his quest. And it turns out he's been dead this whole time, but actually he wasn't and wrote a book. So basically we were haunted. We had a ghost aboard. Is kind of the crux of things. So that happened. But we picked up his book, and it's so thorough and good that any Joe Schmo Schmuck McGee can use the book and be an officer. And that's why, you know, we just have it as its own thing. Let's try and learn more about the retired devil. He is a polite conversationalist, but reticent to discuss himself. Instead, you discuss your mutual acquaintances in academia. Is he an academic himself, you ask? No. He demurs. His interests lie in less formal areas. You nod at the full binders covering the wall, and remark that he has clearly been keeping himself busy. He refuses to take the bait, adroitly changing the subject. You ask more directly, he deflects, assuring you that he is a bland and uninteresting individual, unworthy of your curiosity. Likely story. Okay. Need to visit the memorial of the Prince Consort. Okay, we need... Ooh. So we can use a cryptic benefactor or 3 ministry stamp permits. We use the stamp permits because the cryptic benefactor is a much rarer resource. A few well-architectured lies, some raw confidence, it is all that is required. The cheery registrar presents no argument as she scans the permits you submit to her. Ministry business, you insist, while the Cryopterus hoarder glowers from behind you. No, they'll need to tell us these things sooner, says the cheery registrar, her smile both luminous and lifeless. But go on, go inside. Let's enter the tomb, alone. The dust and the air sit heavily as grief. No, the dust and the air sit heavy as grief upon your tongue. Inside the tomb, you see the prince consort upon his altar. As you move deeper, he lets out a labored moan. There's a figure beside him, an improbable silhouette. Is that her renewed majesty? At first glance, it seems true, but there's something not quite right about the shadows of her face. Something younger, more waxen. Oh, what a cute hat. Thanks. I've been meaning to get just a little conductor hat to put on when playing Sunless Skies, and I finally remembered it. Plays the dinosaur train thing. Let's speak to the false Victoria. A visitor for us? What rare ecstasy. Her marbled complexion fissures into a smile, the words honeyed with despair. The false Victoria rises and leads you to a side room. It is sparsely appointed. A cot, a small larder filled with dried blooms, and desiccated fruits. Nothing else. It has been a long time since there was anyone but her. She watches you, blinking.
Hold on, give me a second.
Tilt to her coronated skull.
Oh crap!
Oh
my
no!
frogs! Shit!
You can't bring a bunch of frogs into the prince consort's mausoleum. Oh, it's so disrespectful. No! Okay, Inks, you're gonna have to collect all those frogs before we can leave. All right. Her renewed majesty is going to ban our hides if we keep a bunch of frogs down here in the prince consort's tomb. Oh no, that's gonna be a political upset. All right. Oh, Incendium. Yeah, Incendium, you got the right idea. Getting out of here via the void. Well played. Good strategy. Unfortunately, it seems like the rest of us are gonna have to deal with the ire of the false queen here. I thought they'd appreciate the blooms and the fruits. Alas, alas. I'm not sure Her Majesty will agree. I hope you're doing well. I guess we'll take tea with Her Artificial Majesty. The false Victoria serves you a tea as sweet as marmalade, as black as regret. Isn't it nice? She purrs, settling back onto the cot with a stretched rustle of organza. I have missed the idea of friends. I had them, you know, before Her Renewed Majesty requested that I take her likeness and her place by Albert's side. The stately homunculus raises an alabaster hand, studies the joints dispassionately. I wonder sometimes if there is any of me left. Some days I wake up and forget if there ever was a life before this tomb. There's nothing of me left. There's nothing of mine here. Nothing at all. Easy day today. Hope you guys are doing well. Yeah! Starting off with the book club, rolling into Sunless Skies. Pretty damn good. I think we'll actually finish our run today. Depending on how things work whenever we like finish an ambition and then can lineage into another character. Because there is a major ambition that I do want to see, but I don't know. Because like this run has been a long while. And I don't know how much carries over from a quote-unquote one run into a lineaged run. So we'll burn that bridge when we cross it. The Crytoporous Hoarder wanted a piece of someone who has endured immortal love. If she loves the Prince Consort as much as the real Victoria does, perhaps it needn't to be Albert's flesh you take. If we do... Okay, so we can either get the flesh of the Queen or the flesh of the Prince. Ooh. Let's take a pound of her flesh. You venture an audacious proposition. The false Victoria could have something of her own, something uniquely hers, even within the purgatory in which she is sepulchered. All she needs to do is provide a curl of flesh from her ear. You want a piece of my ear? Repeats the false Victoria, rubbing a thumb over the nub of bone studding her white wrist. You nod. It is a small, simple thing, but the scar it would leave behind would be hers and hers alone. Yes. Her eyes find yours. Not the sharp blue of the real Victoria's, but a deeper hue, a blue so dark it verges upon an abyssal black. Yes. Do it. It's so simple in the end. A cut, a shivering breath. You have the flesh of one in eternal love. Best leave the tomb swiftly. Do as you will, remarks the false Victoria, her face halved and sharpened by the lamplight. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. All right, and then before we leave, let's visit the Prince Consort. And it's going to be a waste, but it's the only story segment we haven't seen with visiting the Prince. So we're going to donate souls for a private viewing of the tomb. Your donation is placed upon a velvet cushion and carried away. You're to return in 3 hours when the chapel will be ready for you. At the appointed time, the registrar escorts you to the tomb. The chapel is empty. Posies lie crumpled on the marbled floor, along with mourning lace and brooches bearing the Prince Consort's handsome face. You spend a somber hour admiring the frescoes and the folds of marble cloth that swaddle the effigy. Somewhere behind you, a bell tolls. The cheery registrar hurries you out. Another visitor is coming, and there must be no one at the tomb when they arrive. Okay, I was kind of hoping we'd get something more interesting than that, but still. Now we have seen all of that. Let's fix our officers, because we don't need the academy anymore. So I want... What's our stats? Actually, we'll keep this as is. Veils, hearts, mirrors. Yeah, we'll keep this as is. No, we need our hearts. That's right. We need to shore up our lacking hearts. Oops. Veils. 6 veils and 2 mirrors. 10 veils. What stat do I drop below? Mirrors. All right, so we need a certain amount of mirrors to keep our wrapped. That's not enough. Iron, mirrors. Okay, so that's why we're using this quarter map. So really, our signaler is the only character we can move around. We'll just keep our tree vagrant. Or not? Chonk's so pretty now. Nice. Very cool. It'd be a shame if you died. What? Don't say that. That's your one warning. That's not cool, dude. All right, so we need to talk to the Cryptopolis Hoarder to figure out where we need to go next. You enter the Cryptopolis Hoarder's cabin to discover the space transformed, chandeliered by strings of blister glow crystal. The floor is a labyrinth of cushions, tasseled and richly damasked. But all of this is undeserving of comment compared to the spread of the Cryptoporus hoarders prepared. The unctuous meats, roasted and smoked, and confeted just so. Delicate stews, profane desserts, the most ribald of cocktails, like mushroom gelatin. The host spared no expense, allowed no decorum. You eat and indulge while the Cryptoporus hoarder whispers quietly of stories that seem almost true. Then, when you're drowsy with pleasure, it touches a shy hand to your knee. "You are pleased?" it asks. "I wish to show more. Do more. Please more. Yes?" Is it proposing an exchange of intimacies? No. How about cribbage instead? Yeah, we're not gonna bang any of our officers. To its credit, the Cryptoporus hoarder doesn't appear remotely displeased. Your rejection is acknowledged with a shrug and a change of topic. There's no hurt feelings here. You two descend instead into a decorous evening of vices and virtues, interspaced with several Byzantine discussions of rules and the necessity of following rules. Yeah, we're not gonna bang our bat officer. Let's see if it needs any more components for its quest. Love it when trigger. Thanks. I certainly like narration. No, it's ready. The texture of its scrutiny has changed. No longer are you a curiosity or captain. Instead, it regards you as it might an item from its collection. Ready at precious last, and you, all you, to thank for this. I won't forget this, and you will be glad that I will not. The Cryptoporus hoarder's voice plunges low, velveted with urgency. Do faiths fall again, yes? One last time. I see. Well, if we go back to Eleutheria for our moment of inspiration, we can at least stop by Faith's Fall for the Cryptoporus hoarder. All right, so let's head up London. Restock. I don't think there's really anything keeping us here. Dreki is not playing the PG-13. No. This is an 18+ stream. Even if I'm not a super spicy, you know, sometimes things get a little up there. What is... Do we need to do something here for the feline eccentric? Taking him to the White Well. White Well? The fuck is the White Well? Well of the Wolf. Skyhenge. Have we found a White Well? It's the Well of the... Yeah. Thanks, Tapes. Thanks for the help. Yeah, thanks for pointing me out to the White Well. The White Well, Holy Grail. Let's talk to our engineer and see if... No hints. Great. No, go away, Star Madden Captain. Leave me alone. Evasive maneuvers. Apparently they're faster than me, so we're just gonna do a bit of a loop-the-loop. I ate shit there. Ow, I ate more shit. feel like the white whale might be in the blue kingdom, which will be annoying. Let's repair our hull. Strip it for parts. All right, so back to London. Hopefully we can hire more crew as well, because we do need to do that. At least we got some nice beats to sail the skies in our train too. All right. Come on, London. London's here a-callin'. All right, let's get the retired devil's letters. We'll talk our way in. A pinched-faced butler answers the door. You convince him that you're an old friend of the family and are ushered into a gloomy drawer room. The lady of the house arrives shortly thereafter, having been dragged from her troubled account books. She is misanthropic and unused to company. Her husband left her with debts and 4 grown children. 1 dead, 2 scandalous disappointments, and 1 the ambassador to Eagle's Empyrean, but estranged from her. You allow her to complain unceasingly while you plan your next move. Alright, let's bring the conversation around to the letters. Failed on a 70%. Well, fuck. Try as you might, you can't divert her from her interminable monologue about the perfidy of husbands, the ingratitude of daughters, and the weakness of sons. Before she can move on to uncles, aunts, and cousins, you take your leave. Perhaps you can try another day, or look into other methods. That's what. Aw, don't say that about. No self-deprecating humor here. Not even as a bit. You have entered the positivity zone. Not even as a joke. Bullets to the work world? Hell yeah, we'll do that. I'll bring tons of bullets to the workers. Free the people. Okay. Was there anything useful materials wise? Yeah, I don't think there is. Okay, scandalous humor. Fine. I'll take that one. We can gain sovereigns and experience. Crew. I need to hire crew and repair our ship. And turn in our ports. Deliver our port reports. Good shit. We can get savage secrets. Let's get a whole bunch of savage secrets. An unlicensed chart. There's no reason to have reputation resources and not spend them, you know? They exist to be used. Did not mean to click on an invitation to pursuance. God's damn it. Okay, repair our locomotive, full repair. And then we need to Go back to the St. Dominic station and hire some crew. Fuck, it hasn't been 15 days.